Hi, I'm Matthew Craig, and you're watching The Market Bull. Joining me online this morning is TruScreen Group's CEO, Dillon. Thanks for your time, Martin.
Oh, great to be here, Matthew, and great to be talking to your guests.
So just firstly, could you give us an overview of TruScreen's story and its flagship product?
TruScreen, for those who don't know it, it's an Australian-developed novel device using AI technology to create a tissue differentiating signature to predict abnormal tissue in the cervix. That was the first device in the world to identify precancerous tissue for any condition, and it is still unique. There's no other device like it anywhere. It took from the late 80s through to 2017 to get to the device we currently have, the TruScreen Ultra device, which is portable, uses a disposable single-use sensor. So there's, for the money side of it, that means there's recurring revenue with every use, but also for the hygiene side and scientific accuracy and medical accuracy, it's important that you have the highly sensitive part of the tip of that sensor is replaced with every patient. Our target markets are low and middle income countries, where the developed world already has an infrastructure of laboratory-based screening systems, cytology and HPV DNA. Developing markets, not so. And to give you an idea, if you look at currently, 85% of screening is done using HPV DNA or cytology or both. If you go to low and middle income countries, that drops to 30%. And the big one there is a thing called visual inspection with acetic acid, which is a very inefficient way to screen for cervical cancer. Highly subjective, highly inaccurate, unless used in the hands of a genuine expert.
So you just completed an oversubscribed placement to raise $1.52 million Australian. Just how are these funds set to be distributed?
So we'll issue shares in two tranches. Tranche one will be about 1 million shares. That'll be issued on Monday. That's the intention, 110 million shares on Monday. And then in early July, we intend to issue another 20 million shares, but I said that's subject to NZX waiver and shareholder approval. The rights placement will close the 17th of June, and shares issued for them should be about the 30th of June. We have a genuine belief that we will take up the full amount of rights issue as well, so that we will be well funded for our activity moving forward. And we're going to use that not just for working capital, but there are some components that are specific that we need to fund in addition to standard working capital. One of the big ones of those is the MDD to MDDR transition. So what happened where CE mark is our prima facie proof of quality and evidence of efficacy. In Europe, they're moving from what's called the Medical Device Directive to the Medical Device Registration. There's not enough testing businesses and not enough suppliers of all the other activities you need to happen to upgrade from MDD to MDDR systems. We have to complete that by 2028. We're well ahead on the pathway to that. We're about 80% completed. But it's an expensive and long process, so we'll have about $100,000 of our cap raise marked out for that. So we put about $150,000 aside for African market registration. Continuing to develop our clinical evidence, another 200 grand. Sales and marketing extension and support, another 200 grand. Distributor support programs, that's to help distributors create novel marketing activities inside their own country to support them, about 150,000. And replacement tooling on our manufacturing, particularly new tooling for our SUS manufacturing, because that's our key revenue source is, of course, the disposable single-use sensor. And we do need to upgrade some of the components in the tooling there, and there's about 200,000 there. So you're looking at about $1 million in those programs and about 1.9 in working capital.
TruScreen is currently undergoing multiple studies. Can you take us through these?
November of 2024, I was invited by the World Health Organization along with 29 other people to be one of 30 key attendees at a landmark seminar to discuss the use of artificial intelligence for screening for cervical cancer. Then came some invitations by Unitaid. Unitaid, one of the largest charitable foundations in world health. Unitaid issued to TruScreen invitations for 3 different funding applications. And we had put together some group of partners to work with us. Most of those are in Africa, but we also have one that spreads across into Latin America and Asia. And can I quickly run through the programs because it's significant about the way we were approached. So, first one that we've done, and it's called Accelerating Cervical Cancer Elimination through AI-enabled point-of-care screening in Sub-Saharan Africa. The National AIDS Council in Zimbabwe will be the country implementation lead for Zimbabwe. PATH, who are a global body, the Program for Appropriate Technology in Health, are the next lead partner. Selena Centre for International Development and Research in Nigeria, and Red Aid in Nigeria. So we have both a leading research and health development partner in Nigeria and a leading community health delivery agent in Nigeria, and then the Baylor College of Medicine Children's Foundation in Eswatini. And the countries involved will be Zimbabwe, South Africa, Eswatini, Rwanda, Nigeria and Kenya. So that's application number 1. Application number 2 is for Screen and Treat, Accelerating Cervical Cancer Elimination through Dual HPV, TruScreen screening and same-day treatment in Sub-Saharan Africa. Third program, Accelerating Cervical Cancer Elimination through AI-enabled real-time screening in the Asia Pacific and Latin America. Partnering us in these applications. So it's not just TruScreen putting an application into a foundation saying give us some money. This is the leading players in these countries partnering with us and validating us as a technology. The final one that we've put in is an application through to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And it's a Nigerian-centric program. It's Nigeria's Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, State University College of Medicine, and Dr. Ayakunle Moses Olamedeji, who is the consultant gynecology oncologist at the State University Teaching Hospital. So we've got these 4 programs running. If we were successful in all 4, and if all 4 were approved at the level of activity that we wrote into the programs, it's worth about $4 million in sales over each of the next 4 years. This is both commercially relevant, but it's also the validation of TruScreen now by these other independent parties. So that's highly significant.
And just lastly, what are the next steps for the company and what news flow can investors look forward to over the coming months?
Well, the immediate short-term news flow will be the issuing of shares, the closing of the rights issue, the extension of the extensions, and of course the shareholders meeting that's associated with that. Whilst we've sold the first tranche of product to go into Zimbabwe for the recommencement of screening of women in remote and rural communities in Zimbabwe, it'll be the formal starting of that. We've already trained the relevant medical professionals who will be conducting that program. We hope to have news on our selection by Mexico City Health Administration to be the AI partner for a screening program throughout Mexico City. Then there are activities to take place, the major rollout of the Ho Chi Minh City Public Health Association screening program. Then there'll be commencement of sales in Kenya, Nigeria, and other countries in Africa, which is a particular target. We've also commenced registration pre-activities and pre-sales activity in Latin America, in several countries there with our Mexican partner. Hope soon to have completed our first sales of Dillon product into Zimbabwe, Kenya, and into India. There are other things that are happening now.
It's incredible work you're doing, Martin. Thanks for your time today and best of luck with the next steps at TruScreen.
Brilliant. Thanks, Matthew. Cheers.